Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to News 5 Now. Let's get right to your headlines on this Monday afternoon. A manhunt has ended after shutting down parts of I-65. Plus, a juvenile charged with murder after a deadly shooting at a graduation party. And another mayoral candidate forum is scheduled when you can speak with the candidates. This and more on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to News 5 Now. I'm Devin Walsh. Hope your day's getting off to a nice start and that you had a great weekend. I sure did. I feel refreshed and ready to go this week. Let's get right to our big stories at this hour. Number 5. The Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office is mourning the loss of Sergeant Dale Berrien. Berrien passed away Friday due to complications of a recent cardiac event. An honor walk is being held today at 4 p.m. at Sacred Heart Hospital. Following the honor walk, he will be escorted from Sacred Heart to Pensacola Memorial Gardens. Number 4, deputies are investigating a deadly shooting in Escambia County, Florida. They were called to Citrus and Anthony Streets around 7 this morning, where they found a man dead. So far, no word of any suspects. Number 3, people in Mobile will have a chance to speak with mayoral candidates this week. A forum is taking place tomorrow night at Dauphin Way United Methodist Church. All 7 announced mayoral candidates will be there to answer questions from attendees. The event starts at 5:15 and runs until 8:30. Number 2, a juvenile has been charged with murder after a deadly shooting at a graduation party last week on Tom Hopkins Road in North Mobile County. The Sheriff's Department says the shooting started after an argument outside on the street. 18-year-old Zachary Morgan and 19-year-old Jalen Rivers were shot. Morgan was taken to the hospital, while Rivers was taken to a home more than 3 miles away where he died. Friday, deputies charged the teenage suspect with first-degree murder and first-degree robbery. And number 1, a murder suspect is behind bars after a manhunt that shut down traffic on I-65 overnight. Investigators tell us the murder suspect from Georgia was spotted in Conecuh County in an 18-wheeler headed south on 65. They say the man bailed from the truck in Baldwin County and went into the woods. The search started before midnight and had north and southbound traffic stopped at I-65 and 287 most of the morning. The interstate opened to drivers just before 6 o'clock this morning. And that is a look at our big stories at this hour. All right, everybody, it's time for our question of the day, and it is this. What is the best thing you've ever bought at an auction? What is the best thing you've ever bought at an auction? Let's see what you guys have said. A typewriter when I was 11 or 12. A painting of Middle Bay Lighthouse. And Sean says, I buy houses all the time. So not a whole lot of you have commented on that, but this is after the story about Pope Leo's childhood home up for auction. So we asked you, what was the most interesting thing you've ever bought at an auction? So if you want to still comment on that, you can do that. You have several hours this afternoon where you can click away and tell us what you purchased. Okay, so let's move on to our poll of the day today. And this is asking you what you think about youth crime. Should parents be held accountable if their kids commit a violent crime? Should parents be held accountable if their kids commit a violent crime? So you're just going to be voting yes, no, or no opinion, or you can comment. Wendy says no, the kid needs to face the consequences, not letting mommy take the fall. No, not if the parents didn't supply the weapon. Depends, every situation is different. No, because children some of them are incorrigible from toddlers up, behavioral issues that parents are worn down trying to cope with. Each situation is different, depends on the age of the child. If the weapon came from the home, so many factors to consider there. If they are under 18 and in parents' custody, yes. Yes, if they don't lock their guns and they keep them wide open so a child could get at them. So a lot of comments about this poll of the day. So Let us know what you think. If you think parents should be held accountable if their kids commit a violent crime, tell us yes, no, or no opinion. And you have a few more hours to vote in that poll. You can do it on WKRG.com or our WKRG Facebook page until 5:30 this evening. And that is when we will have another News 5 Now broadcast where you can check in with our anchors and see what the results are of our question of the day and our poll of the day. All right, everybody, have a great afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me back on this Monday afternoon. I'll see you tonight for WKRG News 5 at 5 o'clock. Bye-bye.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips.